Marine Le Pen has again outlined her anti-EU stance. This time she refused to give an interview next to an EU flag on a French chat show.
I want to be the president of the French Republic, not the European Commission. This is because the European Union has done great harm to our country.
Well, there are no bones about what Marine Le Pen thinks of the European Union, but she talked more in that interview about the harm she believes it's done to France, both socially and economically. She talks about the fact that some €9 billion every year is lost by France because of its membership of the EU, and she's also talked about wanting to regain France's borders. This is what she had to say about that.
This would be my first measure, returning our national borders to the French people, returning the ability to know who is coming to us, who is monitoring those who come, and the ability to fight against the danger of Islamic terrorism, which is wedged into the migrant flow coming to strike us in the heart.
Other candidates who appeared on that show didn't ask for the removal of the European Union flag, despite the fact that 8 out of the 11 presidential candidates have shown some anti-EU stance. Well, this is just the latest scandal over that flag in a long line of scandals that we've seen over the last few months in the lead-up to France's presidential election. But in other developments, on Tuesday, there were 2 men arrested over what the French Interior Ministry described as being an imminent threat here in France. And they've been giving more details about what was found in the apartment of those 2 men in Marseille. This is what police have said.
The French Domestic Intelligence Agency has identified the individual who wanted to urgently broadcast a video pledging allegiance to Islamic State. In the intercepted video, a machine gun can be seen on the table, which resembles the one we found. The black flag of Islamic State, a dozen bombs with the law of retaliation written on them. The front page of a newspaper featuring images of a presidential candidate, images of children who were victims of bombings, jihadi photographs and Quran verses calling for revenge.
Now, sources close to the Republicans' candidate, François Fillon, have said that that photo was indeed of their candidate, and as such, they believe that he was the target of that imminent threat. That's not yet been confirmed, though, by the police. But we do know that François Fillon, who is a staunch Catholic and has talked about religion quite a lot during this election, has said that he wants to root out extremism, not just here in France, but he wants to lead an international coalition to root out extremism across the world, and that could be one of the reasons why he may have been drawn to the attention of ISIS. And we do know that his security has been doubled since that threat emerged, as too has the security of the other presidential candidates. There are 11 in all as they head to this final stretch now before the first round of France's presidential election this weekend.